Hey everyone, Mavfather here. Welcome to another exciting game of the Backyard Baseball League. So if you've been following along so far, I've won all of my games versus the AI, but I'm only 1-5 against my human opponents, so a lot of ground to make up if I want to be a competitor this season. We do get to play at Tin Can Alley this game, which I'm pretty excited about. I think my team is pretty well suited to just hit the ball off of the various short walls and run around the bases as much as possible. So with that said, let's get into the game and see how our players are doing. A little bit of a speed boost for Cindy Chang, that's nice. Raphael normal, Billie Jean, her normal bad ratings. Marky is normal boost ratings. Ooh, and Cheryl also has a running boost, so we've got 2 extra 10 speeds this game. That's definitely nothing to complain about. I think I need to go put Lena back behind the plate. Because she's just so scared of the ball, just won't even field anything. And that makes it difficult for her at shortstop. Though I am scared of Cheryl overthrowing Billie Jean at first base. At least there's a wall blocking it, so it's not going to go too far on this field. With this speed boost from Cindy, I'm trying to decide if I want to change anything. She's still going to have tough time making contact with the ball. So I think we're just going to leave her where she is. I like having Whitney up here as one, like, usually consistent on-base threat after the top 2 power plus speed hitters and before the next group of power hitters here. I guess could do something like this would be interesting. Yeah, we might try this game with that Cindy boost, and I think even Marky might have enough power to line it off the walls here. For the monsters, let's see if they have any changes to be aware of. Ooh, a nice day for Yvonne Carter at first base. Much scarier than usual. Is it 10 batting, 9 running? Yeah. Vogel normal, Pablo normal, Blakely at third base normal, Greg Vaughn behind the plate normal, and Ramona Bennett on the mound normal. So just this one boost, but definitely one to keep an eye on how that impacts the game. Their first baseman will be much more able to cover a lot of ground over there, and already had the speedy Pablo at shortstop to worry about. So definitely going to be trying to hit it off the wall. Mostly trying to keep it away from Keisha in center field, but definitely feel like the trailer out there kind of does that already. But solid team all around. The left fielder is a clone of Albert Pujols and does not have much of a throwing arm and is slow, so some stuff off the wall out here might be good enough to get some extra bases, but I don't remember what their stats were in this area, but Pablo and Keisha will probably be trying to chase after the ball still. So yeah, should be a competitive game from us, I'm hoping, and we'll kind of see how it goes. Yeah, I don't like this. I really don't want. So why I always had a power hitter behind Raphael was because of he's so slow that we don't want him to get stuck on base. So we want one of these 2 to be able to hit him in before I try to have Cindy come up. So let's try this instead. If those 2 get stuck on base, it's a little bit better. So and then Marky can be I'll switch Marky and Cindy in this one. Alright, now we're ready to go. As I've got a cat on my lap and clawing my leg right now, so already an unfair advantage for the monsters. We've got Davy Marion leading off the inning. He takes first pitch for a ball. We'll definitely be, I think at least, be swinging power with most of our reasonable power hitters, though Davy failed to have much of a power swing on that one. Thankfully, even with her great day over at first base, Yvonne kind of flubbed it, and I was able to get Davy on base safely. I'm going to take this pitch as I try to remember. They have Greg Vaughn behind the plate. He's got a good arm. We're going to send Davy anyways, though. Especially because that happened. So, get a bit of a head start. Didn't look like I could get Cheryl home, so she's going to stop at third with a triple off the right field wall. Pretty happy with that. So, first run of the game, driving in Davy, and no outs, obviously. And we now have Whitney Singh up at the plate, looking to hit a grounder and be able to reach base. Looks like she will be able to do so. Kind of bounced off Ramona on the mound. Big power hitter Raphael up at the plate. We're going to send Whitney on a steal. Kind of expecting that they will just not attempt to throw. Yep. So, easy steal of second. Leaves first base open for Raphael if we really need it, but hoping to just not do that. Though they are going to run into each other a lot. And in fact, give me enough time to send Cheryl home. So an awkward RBI single from Raphael. He's had quite a few random hits like that this season. Hasn't actually shown off the power that I've been wanting from him, but I guess we'll take what we can get. So 2 runs on the board, still no outs, but the slow Raphael on first base is not an ideal situation, and Ramona's throwing some strange hooks to Sean, unfortunately. And a whiff on a pitch that was finally actually down the middle for a strikeout. Bringing up Lena. One looks like ball, and it is. So 1-0. Man, her hooks start so high up, it looks like to me at least. But that one drops into the zone. I thought that one was staying closer to the middle than it actually was. We're going to switch to a line drive swing with 2 strikes on Lena. That one definitely looked like it was hooking too far inside, and it did. And that one we just kind of had to swing at. Did take a favorable bounce. Raphael even made it to second. Wow. Alright. Definitely could have just been like a double play right there, but instead it was a RBI single bouncing up the middle from Lena. Cindy hits it a lot harder than I would have expected her to. And everybody reaches base safely. Wow. Alright. Base is loaded now with Marky Dubois up at the plate. Had some nice bounces so far this game. Marky fouls that one off. It's probably going to be about my best chance to pull one right up the middle. Could not, unfortunately, get Raphael home on a swing like that. Very least, no double plays given up, and we're batting all the way around the lineup. I'll try to take some pitches with Billie Jean, and a walk would be a great situation right now. We're definitely not swinging at the power-up pitch. With 2 strikes, we will, of course, be swinging at anything close to the zone. That was close to the zone, but I thought it was going to be a ball. Good eye from Billie Jean. I was pretty sure that was going to be a strike. Nice foul off. That high. Dang it. It's alright. Second strikeout of the game already. We've had some struggles with those this season in general. But we put some runs on the board and picked up some hits, so we're feeling pretty good going into the bottom of the first now. Feels good to score a few runs at least. First batter for the Monsters was, I think, Alicia Blakely. She just hits a grounder back to Markey, who fields it easily. Bringing up Miss Keisha Phillips. It's very close to identical to my own Davy Marion, except with a lot more style, of course. She hits a liner right at Sean Green playing third base for me, and Sean makes the catch without me having to do anything. We'll bring up Pablo, the secret weapon, Sanchez, who's probably, nope, did not crush that slow ball right down the middle, lined it right back to Markey for the third out. So 3 quick outs on defense. Like to see that as well, save Markey's stamina. And we've got Davy coming up to lead off the second. I was not ready for that pitch. Wouldn't have swung at it anyways. Wow, that was a strike. That's nuts. Alright, strike 1 on Davy. That's going to be a ball, though. Just barely. So 1-1. I think that's going to fall in for a strike. Yeah, it is. Alright, 1-2. Annoying. That one should be a ball, though. Looked like it was going to just knock Davy out, hit his head. Davy's going to smash that one off the wall in left field, and has time to make it all the way to second. So nice double from Davy to lead off the inning. Bring up Cheryl Reynolds. With no outs, and Davy on second, takes the first pitch for a ball. I think that's, oh, I thought it was going to be a strike, but we'll take that. Ball 2. Looks like a ball 3. Didn't really want a walk for Cheryl, but if that's what we get, I'll take it. Nope, got a strike down the, or got a hook close to the middle of the strike zone at least. Keisha threw the ball home instead of trying to get Cheryl at thirds. Cheryl gets her second triple of the game. RBI triple at that. Davy scoring the run. So 4-0 lead here in the second with no outs. Whitney takes the first pitch for a strike. She singled her first time up. Definitely going to be taking that one for a ball. 1-1. That one, she pops up. Dang it. Can't quite make it to first base on a strong throw from Greg. So we will just have the runner on third for Raphael now. Taking that one for what looked like a ball and was 1-0. Looks like a ball too. Curious what will happen when or if I knock Ramona out of the game. We're going to be taking that one too with a strike, but not what I really wanted. I'm assuming they'll switch to Yvonne, who's on her boosted day over at first base. Ball 3 on Raphael. With Sean coming up behind him, I don't mind too much him just taking a walk here, but I thought that was going to be a better pitch. Well, ended up just being a sacrifice. We sent Cheryl home immediately, but they got the out at first. Thought I could get a better swing on that one with Raphael, but it was not to be. Forgot Sean struck out his first time up, but hoping for more this time. Well, they switched to Sophie out in left field. Interesting. Throws a hook high and inside for a ball with her first pitch. 2-0. Looked like a good pitch to hit for Sean, but he just fouls it off. That looked like a good pitch to hit too, but fouls it off. Definitely a bit low on the contact side of things. It's part of the problem. Looks like he's going to get an easily recognizable ball for a now full count. That one we definitely had to swing at, and he just fouls it off, so still a full count. Just barely got a ball on the inside part of the plate, or just off the inside part of the plate, I should say. So, now with 2 outs, runner on first for Lena. I'm going to send Sean on a... Well, was going to send Sean on a steal. That's going to be a foul ball, though. Nice hit from Lena, other than it being foul. I'm expecting to just turn Sean around, but I thought that was going to go outside. Yeah. Well played from Greg Vaughn behind the plate. With 2 strikes. Probably should have done this with Sean too, but with Lena we're going to switch to line drive. She just lines it right back at the pitcher. So only 2 more runs in that inning, but better than, no more runs. That'll bring up Yvonne Carter to lead off the inning for the Monsters. She is, theoretically at least, very fearsome offensive player with her 10 batting, 9 running today. She kind of just grounds it right at Markey, but he cannot make the play. Can we make this play at second? On accidental error, yeah, just barely. Alright, so Billie Jean flubbed the ball at first, and that prompted Carter to try to run towards second, and then we got her out at second. So 1 out, and now 1 strike on Ramona Bennett at the plate. Started the game pitching for the Monsters, and is in left field now. Trying a high and inside right hook that she makes solid contact with. Cheryl looked like she was going to flub it at shortstop, but ended up making a diving catch for the second out of the inning. And then Kel Cohen grounds the ball back to Markey, who makes an error, but knocks the ball back towards Lena behind the plate. And with their strong arm, Lena was able to make the play at first still. So, still technically no hits for the Monsters, but I don't know how I actually feel about that. As we go into the top of the third with Cindy Chang up at the plate. Cindy singled her first time up and fouled off that first pitch for strike one. I think we're going to take that one, yep, for ball one. Pops that one up higher than I would have wanted her to, and can't quite make it to first base. Dang it. Needed a little bit better contact of some kind from Cindy there. Markey's going to take that low and outside pitch for strike one. Grounds that one right to Yvonne at first base. Unfortunately, was hoping for a bit better contact there. Should probably be trying to take more advantage of Alicia Blakely at third base, who doesn't have the strongest arm. But got to actually get the ball to her there, and I'm not sure if Billie Jean can actually do that successfully. So if it goes right to Sophie, there's a chance that could work out as well. Or Billie Jean could draw a walk, that would be nice too. Keep the inning alive. Ooh. Thought that was going to be a strike, but we'll take that. We're pretty much taking anything on the off chance that it's actually a ball. It's not, but that's alright. See if Billie Jean can make good contact or foul off a few. That's pretty good contact from her. And with some miscommunication between Pablo and Donald at second, Billie Jean gets a single. One of her very few and far between hits this season. Bringing up Davy with 2 outs. Sophie catches the low and outside corner for a strike with her first hook. But Davy gets a hold of the second pitch from her. Whoop. Dang it. Nice swing from Davy. I didn't think Keisha was going to be able to field it cleanly off the wall out there, so I was sending Billie Jean and Davy, but it did not work out very well. So Billie Jean got out. No runs in that inning, unfortunately, and kind of a wasted at-bat from one of our best hitters, Davy, unfortunately. On top of that. So, nice job from Sophie, though was mostly facing my weaker hitters that inning. And she also goes down on strikes for Markey's first thrown strikeout of the game. And we'll bring up Greg Vaughn for the Monsters, their second batter of the inning. Not too scary at the plate. Grounds one to Sean at third. Not a super strong throw from him, but good enough to, actually get Greg out at first. So now 2 outs in the inning. That brings up Donald Vogel for his first at-bat. And he whiffs at the first pitch for strike one. Fouls off the second pitch for strike 2. And pops one up in the direction of Cheryl, who makes an error, unfortunately, at shortstop and allows him to reach first base for the first actual base runner of the game for the Monsters. Markey misses outside with his first pitch. Comes back inside, and Alicia grounds it in the kind of general vicinity of Markey, who kind of ran all the way over towards third to make the play, but did in fact make the play. I guess it gave the Monsters credit for a hit there, so ruined Markey's kind of perfect game going. Does bring up Cheryl Reynolds for her third time, has tripled twice so far. Just grounds that one, so not going to be anything too impressive, but easy single at least. We're going to try to get her a steal of second here with Whitney up at the plate. It's definitely a good pitch to swing at, but we're actually going to get to send Cheryl all the way around to home. We'll take it. The throw from Greg to second was a little bit off course thanks to Tin Can. And went all the way out into center field and didn't really have Keisha backing him up in center field, so pretty easy. Don't actually know what the scorebook counts all that as, but kind of a steal of home for the first run of the inning. I'm gonna go check actually. Was that 3 steals? Yeah, okay, so that was 3 steals. Technically a steal of home from Cheryl on that errant throw into the outfield. Anyways, puts us up 6-0. We're going to send Whitney. I think I'm going to have to turn her around, but Greg could flub the throw. Nope, he's not even going to try to throw it to second. So, easy extra steal picked up for Whitney there. And a strike one on Raphael. Raphael smashes that one. Looks like it's going to go off that wall in left field. I did have to sprint a bit more than I was thinking I was going to with Whitney to get her home, but got an RBI single from Raphael. Still no outs in the inning. Up 7-0 now. Sean just fouled off that first pitch from Sophie. I had a hard time telling where it was going to be in the strike zone. Was able to take that one for a ball. I'm assuming Greg would try to make a throw on Raphael if I tried to steal with him. Strike 2 on Sean there. I guess we're going to switch to line drive and try to make contact. Not on that pitch, of course. 2-2. Is this where I should send Raphael with the pitch? I'm not sure. To be honest, I think if we get to 3-2, that makes sense. Sean continues to just foul some pitches off. Makes pretty good contact there and is in fact going to get down. But Raphael got out at second base. Not too surprising there. We'll see if Greg gives up a easy steal on this one, or if he's going to... just made it. Greg flubbed the first throw as I was turning around, and then I turned around again and was able to get Sean to second safely. So a nice steal there for Sean. And Lena at the plate with a 2-0 count so far. We're going to take that pitch. Ooh, probably could have smashed that one, but it's all right. 2-1 now. I think that's a ball. It is. 3-1. Don't really want to have these two on first and second with Cindy up, so we'll go ahead and swing at that pitch. Whoop, we're not going to be able to make that. Ooh, Sean was able to make it back to third, thankfully, so got 2 on now with Cindy coming up. And then we're going to have to try to get a good swing out of Marky somewhere. Cindy takes the first pitch low for a ball. Guess this is what I ask for when I just stick all my bad hitters at the bottom of the lineup. About 3 straight balls so far thrown to Cindy. That one I think is going to get called a strike, but we're going to go ahead and take it. Pretty happy to just pick up walks with Cindy if they're there. She does get a second strike on her now, so a full count. I definitely want her to get on base, so we'll be swinging if it's close. And it is. Good contact. Yeah, she'll make it to first pretty easily there. So her second single of the game. Brings up Marky. I don't know what the best swing to use here. I guess Grounder has some solid chances of doing something good. If he can just hit it hard into the ground somewhere. That one's going to go foul. If that one could have got past Yvonne at first and stayed fair, that would have been like perfect, but not to be. That one was not much for Grounder. And we got doubled up. Dang it, Marky. Come on, man. Getting a lot on base in this one, but haven't always been able to drive them in, unfortunately. So, not as many runs as I would hope, and not as many as I think I'm going to need to succeed. As Keisha singles off the trailer in center. I'm going to have to figure out a way to manufacture some more. It's the people I'm counting on to get extra bases and drive everybody in are instead getting stuck on base. As they got a little greedy on that one, and Cheryl made a nice play off the wall to get Keisha at third for the first out of the inning. Does leave Pablo on second though, and Yvonne at the plate. She whiffs on the first pitch, trying to pay attention and be ready for a steal from Pablo if I need to be. I don't really know where to throw against her, so I'm just kind of throwing everywhere. She makes good contact. Raphael's able to get the throw in pretty quickly though, so a single from Yvonne, and puts runners on first and third with 1 out. Not ideal circumstances. On the double steal, I don't know why that happened, but I eventually remembered you have to actually run the ball in front of the plate, or they will just let the player steal home. Pablo turned around, but I was able to make the throw over to third and get the out. after he turned around. So we now have 2 outs in the inning. Ramona makes solid contact out to the left, but Whitney made the catch for us. And that will end the inning with no actual damage done. And now still a 7-0 game here in the top of the 5th. Gonna really have to navigate through the rest of this game well to put up what I would expect my opponent to have scored, or like match their score. You know what I mean. Just taking my last sips of this cup of coffee real quick, so sorry about that. Now 1-2 on Billie Jean. I think that's a ball. It is 2-2. She's done a pretty good job of working the count, at least, in this one. Had to swing at that one. Nice job fouling it off. I'd love to see her reach base again, of course, in front of Davy, and with no outs this time. I don't think that's going to do it, but yeah, Yvonne makes the play successfully at first base on the throw from Greg. So first out of the inning, it's alright. Davy Marianne now at the plate. Takes a first pitch outside for a ball. He's 3 for 3 so far. Just hits a little grounder, but they're not going to be able to do much with it. So another single from Davy. Hasn't really been showing off any power in this one, but he's done enough to reach base ahead of Cheryl. I'm going to send him on a steal of second and be ready to turn around if I need to. But definitely thought I could crush that one with Cheryl, but she just fouls it off for strike 1. Sophie's still going with her high pitch count. Craig flubbed the throw again, and I had already started turning around, but eventually corrected myself to get Davy safely to second. And Cheryl hits the heck out of that one off the... Gonna just stick onto the top of the trailer out in center. I think this is gonna be a home run. Yeah. With her boosted speed, pretty easy for her to get all the way around the bases before they call a double, as they just did. So, first actual home run of the game, I believe, coming from Cheryl. Had a very nice game, of course, especially with her boosted speed. Bringing up Whitney Singh for her 4th at-bat. 2 for 3 so far. A few steals, I believe. At least one. I'm going to pause real quick. Alright. So 2-0 on Whitney. It's like a 3rd ball. Yep. 3-0. Pretty happy just to take a walk. In fact, we are just taking this pitch wherever it is. Sure. Strike 1. Probably taking this pitch wherever it is, too. Yeah, definitely that one. Looked like it was going to be a ball anyway, so Whitney will happily stroll down the first baseline with a walk. Bringing up Raphael, who has not made any great contact so far, but actually, yeah, he had one off the wall. I'm sorry. And take that one for a ball as we send Whitney to second. They are not even going to try to make the throw over there, so pretty easy steal for her. Raphael up with 1 on and 1 out. He crushes that one off the wall and left. And I didn't feel super confident trying to send Raphael to second base there, so I just did not. Brings up Sean Green once again. Ooh, and they make the switch to Yvonne on the mound, moving Sophie over to first base. I assumed they were going to make a throw to second there, and it looked like I almost could get past Pablo, but did not. So no easy steal for Rafael. Sean gets a nice pitch to hit, but just fouls it off instead. 0-2 on him. There we go. That one looks like it's going to go off the wall and hopefully sit there for a little while. Not long enough. I ended up getting Rafael out at third. Dang it. I was really hoping that one was going to sit up on the barrier and right longer than it did. I'm going to go ahead and try to send Sean just in case. I'll be taking that pitch anyways. Oh, his stamina is way down. Crap. I was not factoring that in. So that's not ideal, and I'm going to make it tough to put up some runs in the bottom of the inning. Yeah, he's really tired. I wasn't thinking about that, unfortunately. So even an okay throw from Greg was enough to get him at second base. So not going to be a great situation going into the top of the sixth for me when we get there, but for now we are here in the bottom of the fifth, where I need to continue to shut down the Monsters offense. Kel hits a hard grounder to Cheryl, who makes a good throw over to first, but Billie Jean was not able to field it successfully. Not sure if that's because of her permanent bad day playing with Marky or just from how hard Cheryl throws in general. Definitely a downside of the very strongest of arms. Oh, and they had an aluminum power. It does just go off the wall, but I think that's going to still be good enough for at least a double as the ball just kind of bounces around out of play. Yeah, so they call it a double. Oh, they send her back to third. Cool. It took just enough time bouncing around out there. Now I'm just hoping they don't have another, which it doesn't look like they do. I was trying to have Whitney field the ball, but instead Sean was trying to run out there. I hope Lena can beat her back to home. Oh my goodness, come on! I hate this game. It's so frustrating sometimes. I don't know why Lena, with her freaking one in aggression, just decided to run after that one of all things. Billie Jean, no, stay on first. Marky didn't even make a throw over to her. This game is stupid. Stop hitting all my hooks and stuff. I'm not even just lobbing slow balls. We got a double play at least, so I did let Greg get to third successfully. Maybe could have got the lead runner instead. Would obviously be nice if I could actually use the power-up, but that is not the case in this league. Instead, I'm trying to get out of this inning with Marky. He's been struggling and has basically no strikeouts, one strikeout, but Keisha hits a hard grounder that we're not going to be able to make a play on in time, and Greg's going to score. Oh my goodness. 3 runs given up in this bottom of the fifth. Cannot strike out anybody on this Monsters team. Throwing good pitches primarily, I think, but Not good enough. Very frustrating sequence of events here. And I think especially with those runs given up, I have a very hard time of taking down the monsters here. And we do finally get out of there on a poor choice stolen base attempt from Keisha. Lena has one of the better arms in the game. She steps up now for her 4th at-bat. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Really kind of hoping for how did she even catch that? She was a mile away from the base when that play started. Lena grounds to Yvonne for the first out. Yeah, I'm annoyed. Cindy fouls it off. We're going to need Cindy to get on, and then at least one of Marky or Billie Jean to get on. Cindy goes to strike 2. Manages to foul that one off. Would have rather had her ground it down the third base line, of course, but does that time, and that should be good enough for a single at least. Yep. Alright, good job by Cindy. It's not showing up as a boost, but her bat seems better than usual this game. We'll definitely be sending Cindy to second on a steal attempt here. It doesn't look like she would be able to steal third successfully. It'd be pretty close, but I'm going to try to just put a good grounder swing on it with Marky, I think is our best bet here. They might just try to throw it to third to stop Cindy from running. Marky's just been kind of whiffing at stuff. Yes. Last grounder swing was a pop-up, as was that one. Alright, so Marky was able to get to first base safely there. Kind of think intentionally walking with Billie Jean is going to be my best approach. Or intentionally striking out, I mean we'd love to walk, but it's probably not going to happen. I mean, if I can pull it down the third baseline, infield fly. Alright, that's fine. As long as I didn't get a double play there, I was fairly happy at least. Just need a good swing here from Davey, although that was a great pitch to hit if I had been enclosed or in an open stance and swung at the right time. That one's going to be a ball. A walk is also going to be fine in our current situation. Not that, though. Yeah, it's going to be fine, I think. Whew, Marky just barely made it to second base on time. On what ends up being an RBI single up the middle from Davey. Bringing up Cheryl. Just pops it up. Come on, Cheryl. And everybody reaches base safely, but we're going to need a pretty good swing from Whitney somewhere they don't expect to be able to get Marky home in time. Or a walk, but that's probably not going to happen. Yvonne's been primarily throwing strikes. If we can get through Whitney, dang it. If we could have got through Whitney, we would have had Raphael back up with bases loaded and been in a pretty good situation, but yeah, just couldn't really string what I needed to together still. Story of the season, even with the outfield walls to help me some of the time, just not enough consistency. And I expect the Monsters scored more than they would have only had to. They would have to score or win by 6 for me, 6 or less for me to win, and they've been generally doing better than that. And as I've seen in my other games, my defense is not particularly strong. We're gonna get Markey out of here. He's not pitching very well anymore. I don't even know who on my team can pitch. I guess Whitney. That'll work. This is gonna be my first relief outing of anyone this season, I believe. Really nice left hook for strike 1. I have no idea what pitches she's good at, so we're going to be figuring that out together. Looks like both hooks and a fastball. Everything but a slow ball, unfortunately, but it's the way it goes sometimes. We're going to try a slow ball anyways with 2 strikes, and Yvonne crushes it. Hoping it doesn't actually go up on the trailer, but it did. I'm hoping she's lost enough stamina. No, stay there, Raphael. Double, double, double. Yes! Yvonne has used up enough stamina running around or pitching and stuff that she wasn't able to make it all the way around, despite her boosted speed. That was all we were hoping for in that bad situation. Really hoping to at least not give up any more runs. I don't actually know who the game usually brings in as my relief pitcher, but with Sean so tired, I think for me personally, it's a pretty easy choice to bring Whitney in, especially on this field where we don't have to worry about a hard hit ball in left field just leaving the field of play for a double or a home run every time, like I do at my home field. Whitney using her hooks pretty well so far. Good strike 2 on Raquel. Anybody on the team throw a good fireball to get us out of this thing? Lena, good enough. Comes in to get a final strike 3 just to get us out of this game. So, I mean, a good score from me, but relative to the rest of my scores, at least. But still nothing all that impressive, and giving up those 3 runs may have hurt, or the Monsters could have just won by, 10 plus, and then it didn't matter anyways. And that's kind of what I expect, but that's what we got out of this one. A lot of hits in this game, at least, so that felt better, but lost a lot of opportunities, wasn't able to get enough of this bottom part of the order on base at the right times, at least, to where we could have our better batters come back around and clear the bases. Obviously a great day from Cheryl, going 5 for 5 with a bunch of RBIs and runs. Also, Raphael drove in a lot of runs just from where he was batting. Had a couple of strong hits off the wall. I think I'm not giving him enough credit, but then he just kind of got stuck on base for me. Sean and Lena weren't hitting the ball quite as hard as I needed them to. But yeah, that's our game, and thanks for tuning in.